Hi, I'm Jeff Gladnick from Great Dental Websites. Now, even the best dental practices find it impossible to make every single patient happy. And no matter how great your team or your office environment may be, eventually you're probably going to receive a negative review online, which can affect your local search rankings and ultimately your business. And negative reviews can be very frustrating, especially when they feel undeserved or even fake, which is sometimes the case. Now, fortunately, you do have some options. So if your dental practice has received a negative review, here are 5 best practices to respond to and hopefully prevent negative reviews from happening in the future that we've put together for you. Now, as a note, we recommend that you build a presence across Google My Business, Yelp, and Facebook, and prompt all of your patients to leave reviews across these different platforms. This will help you with your online marketing and your search engine rankings. So the first tip is, before responding, review your HIPAA compliance guidelines. It's important to know what can turn a review response into a HIPAA violation. And the first, of course, is whether a review is positive or not, don't respond with info which discloses that that person is a patient. A simple thank you for the review is sufficient and shows that you're paying attention to your reputation and you care about feedback you're getting. Now, if the review is negative, and this is especially important if it's an actual patient, do not mention anything about their condition, diagnosis, treatment, even if they bring it up on their own. You could land yourself in potential trouble if you confirm or identify any patient health information. The second thing is, if possible, personally respond to each negative review. And when you do this, it's important that your response conveys 3 things. One is that you thoroughly read the review. The second is that you genuinely have taken that criticism into consideration. And the third is that you truly want to understand their concerns and help them as much as you can. And when possible, if these can come directly from the doctor as opposed to another member of the practice, that's ideal, because we want to show that the business owner is open to criticism and cares about patient feedback. Number 3 is, remember that the way that you respond is representative of your business. It's important to note that in order to fight negativity, we need to use nothing but positivity and professionalism, just as you would hopefully do in your office. Using your response to simply argue the patient's review is not a productive way to turn a negative rating into something positive. And if anything, it conveys an unprofessional tone towards patients, could potentially be a HIPAA violation, and may turn off other patients. Because prospective patients will browse your reviews before contacting you, and if they find an argumentative tone, that may turn them off from the practice entirely. The 4th tip we wanted to share was, if a review appears to be a violation of the platform, you may have a lot of luck getting it removed. You can report the review if it violates the terms of service of the review platforms, and Yelp, Facebook, Google all have slightly different platforms. But sometimes it's easy just to check in their regulations and find violations. So depending on the platform, if they've made racist comments or sexist comments, if you can identify what they said and how it violated the platform, you can sometimes very quickly get reviews removed. And we've had a lot of success getting hate-filled, slanderous, sexist, racist comments removed entirely from Google, Yelp, and Facebook. In addition, if you have reason to believe the review was written by a former employee, that's also a terms of service violation, which can get the review removed again. And that brings me to the last point. And if the review appears to be unaffiliated with your practice or from a disgruntled employee, there are additional options we can do to get reviews removed. In the case of fake reviews, personal attacks, or disgruntled employees who have left, you may be able to plead your case to a support rep and give some information that you recently had a dismissal. And sometimes they take that under consideration. So if you have account management or you have service with us already, reach out to us and we can give you some additional tips for handling negative reviews or help you tactically deal with ones already. Or feel free to give us a call at 720-399-7071 or visit us online at greatdentalwebsites.com. You can find some more links to help with review management in the description of this video. And hopefully this was informative and helpful. And thanks again for your time, and thanks again for listening. Have a great day.